All right, after 3 parts of completing the square, here we've got an application of completing the square. So, cool down, finding exact solutions. For the equation, x squared plus 14x equals negative 46, the approximate solutions are negative 8.732 and negative 5.268. You can get those from Desmos. If you just type in x squared plus 14x and then y equals negative 46 on 2 separate lines, you can find those points of intersection, and I'll tell you exactly where those are. However, we can use completing the square to find exact solutions without graphing. And the way that we do that is we're going to just use the same completing the square techniques that we've already been talking about. What we can do is we can take this piece right here and use our area model to figure out how this thing's going to come apart. And if you recall, if this top left corner is x squared, that comes from x times x, the sides of that box. And then this 7x right here, well, if it's already x wide, how long does it have to be to multiply together and get 7x? And whenever you fill in those numbers, you can figure out what goes in the box here and put it there and also over there. Or the other way to do this, just algebraically, without having to draw the whole model, is you're going to take half of 14 squared, and that's what goes here and over here. And then you'll have x plus whatever that half of 14 was equals whatever these two things combined together are. And that's it. Looking at our possible solutions over here, though, they look like they might be irrational. So when you have a situation where you have, and I'm just going to make up another problem. If we've got like x plus 2 squared equals 5, the way you solve that is by square rooting both sides. And you get x plus 2 equals, well, anytime you square root, you need a plus or minus. And then we just have the square root of 5 because it's irrational. And we'll leave that alone because that's an exact answer. And then we just go through the process of solving this equation like we would any other equation, except we can't combine a root 5 and a negative 2 together. They're not like terms. So on the right side of this, I have a negative 2 and a plus or minus root 5. You could have it in the other order as well. You could do plus or minus root 5 and then have a minus 2 at the end. However, just in terms of the grammar of math, whenever we have a irrational piece of our answer like this, we almost always write it last in order. And that's the only reason why I rearranged it. You're going to do the same thing up here. You're going to get some sort of perfect square equals some number that's not going to be, you're not going to be able to take a square root of it. So you're going to have x plus whatever equals your plus or minus root some number. And you just have to go through the process of solving. I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions.